I am here now with actually Walter O'Brien, the man, the legend of the show. How did you get approached for this, or did one of the producers or a show creator come to you? How did this show come about?
We went to them because our harvesting department was running out of finding geniuses for the real Scorpion, the real company, and we decided it might be easier if we raised our awareness where they can find us. And so we reached out to one of the guys who had worked with Scorpion, who's Scott Manson, who's the COO for Scooter Braun. And we got together with them, and he shared our story with Scooter, and from there we got Perfect Storm involved through CAA. That's Justin Lin's company, and we got to meet Kurtzman and Ortsey, and things just started rolling naturally from there, because when you have the creme de la creme of Hollywood together with a good story, and then you go to the studios, they're like, well, we have to tell this. And it went relatively smoothly. I don't have the 10-year failure rejection story that a lot of people have to go through. I guess I got very lucky. And we did it for specific reasons. We're going to find more geniuses, have them join us, solve more problems, and save more lives, because people now know we exist and you can call us for real to solve a problem. And the last thing is, just like CSI has influenced kids to study biology or chemistry, we may influence a generation to study computer science or artificial intelligence, and that can only help this country.
Outstanding. So you've got a lot of these stories of saving the world, saving companies, saving people. How many episodes are based on actual stories?
So far, all of them. I mean, we've been doing this 25 years, so we had 56 saving the world type stories that we sat down with the writers on. They took some of them, combined them, changed the names, changed the cities, but mashed them together. But yeah, I mean, so far every single one of them is based, not only based on loosely real stories, the pilot's like 70-80% true of everything that happened.
How often were you on set? As I assume you play kind of a technical director role. So are you there, and did you have to critique the science or the tech a lot?
I'm very involved. I'm on set about half the time. The other times I'm with the writers, because I'm trying to stay up front with the scripts early on and get them technically correct. When I go on set, it's to help with things like the screens that you look at being reasonably accurate, or helping the actors pronounce the technical words properly, because these are words folks have normally never come across. Just like in ER at the beginning, I'd imagine the doctors had to help them pronounce the medical terminology.
In the pilot, just from the trailers that have been released, there's clearly a lot of action that TV Walter takes part in. Is that are you a man of action? Is that
I am to some extent. I set land speed records, I do drifting, horseback riding, salsa dancing, etc. I collect rare artifacts, so I try to be Indiana Jones when possible. But I try to do it with a helmet on when I can.
Another thing, this isn't a spoiler, it's in the trailers. Is the bit where you hotwired the Ferrari, did that happen?
I didn't have to, because here's how that happened the reverse way around. The writers called me and said, what's a cool way of hot wiring a Ferrari? How can you get into it? So I said, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. And I went down to my garage and opened my Ferrari's manual and went through it and figured out a good way of getting into my Ferrari, and then called back. Now, the trouble is, in the real show, we actually walk you through steps that make a lot of sense on how to hotwire a Ferrari, leaving out a few key ones so that we don't have an epidemic of Ferraris being stolen. But in the trailer, they shortened it down to two things that make no sense on hotwiring a Ferrari. So when you watch the pilot, it'll actually make more sense.
Okay, I was going to say, it's very easy. That Ferraris should be stolen more often.
Open the gas cap, and there you go.
Yeah.
A little more to it than that.
Okay. How much time did you spend with the main actor playing you?
Oh, a lot, even before the pilot. And he wanted it. He volunteered the time. He was like, he wanted to get inside my head, understand how I think, how I look at the world, how I make judgment calls. What am I like when I'm tired, frustrated, angry, etc.? How do I interact with people in that way? And he picked up on my mannerisms very, very well and developed the character well. So I think he's doing a great job, and a tough job, trying to play a unemotional character that emotionally connects with the audience.
Right. Now, I've been asking all the producers this. Little bit different for you probably, but so I've been asking, if you could be one of the geniuses that we see in the show, which would you be? Now, I guess for you, since you are a genius and are one of the geniuses in the show, which of the other characters would you most like to be in the shoes for one day?
Oh well, if it's one day, then I think probably Toby's the one who has the most fun.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.